Morning, everyone. Where in the world is my Zoom app to get our other friends on here? Zillow. There it is. There it is. Okay, this is going to be yoga flow. All right. Get your water, mat, anything else you need.
Recording in progress.
All right, that's good news. Got it. No. Hi, Zoom friends. How you doing? Good morning, Rebecca. Okay, so a couple of things before we get started. I had, over the last 2 weeks, a number of people tell me that after the yin yoga, this part of their body or that part of their body was in pain. Okay, so that means a number of different things. For one, that area of your body likely hasn't been touched and or stretched for a long time. But additionally, it is easy to go too far in yin yoga because I'm like, roll your hips forward and lay down farther and lay down farther and lay down farther. But I do that because I danced forever. It's not going to take me but 2 or 3 weeks before I'm in the full splits and laying on the floor, right? But for people who haven't moved their body like that, it just might not work out like that for you, and you need to forgive yourself and like listen to your body and take the time that it takes to there she is. Good morning. Take the time that it takes in each posture. So let's say, it takes you a full year before you can bend completely forward. That's fine. Okay, I've been doing yoga, on and off forever, and I still can't do a forward fold because my hamstrings do not want to let loose, but I also have arthritis. So, you know what I'm saying? Also, the second thing that I wanted to talk about was things that you ingest before, during, and after yoga, okay? Or really any body thing that you do. Your body really doesn't need a whole lot of anything except for maybe water. You can eat a little bit of food every day and just be fine. It really isn't necessary to do 3 full meals. It's not eating all of the things tends to make you heavier and poofier, and then it does strange things to your body when you start twisting it around, right? So when we talk about the body part of the yoga and the Ayurveda and what you're ingesting, if you're not doing really heavy, strenuous, work every day, you don't really need a whole lot of food, just enough. And you might notice that when you cut back on just everything, you stop putting things in your mouth except for water, that you feel lighter all over and you have more energy and you start springing. And I started doing that, and I started springing up and down the stairs every day. I never did that for years, right? So it's small conscious changes. And also pay attention when you're on the mat. If you are in pain or if you've gone too far, stop yourself. No one is around you. Okay, so first off, I can't see you to make sure that you're doing it right. But secondly, there's no judgment in your own house by yourself, right? So if we're doing a forward fold and you have to stop here, stop here. Because even like this, you're feeling these muscles. You're going to feel everything move around. And you need to do it according to your body, not according to my body. Okay, so focus, intention, all of that. Are we ready? Let's do this. Coming all the way to the front of your mats. Second toe underneath the hip bone. Upper thighs in, glutes down. Hands in front of your chest. This is Tadasana, mountain pose. Engage the Mula Bandha at the pelvic floor, Uddiyana Bandha at the navel. It's like a Kegel and squeezing in your belly button, essentially. Begin to take note of your breath. Make sure that you're standing on all 4 sides of both of your feet. Engage the deep Ujjayi breath, which is done by constricting the back part of your throat, and it allows the air that you intake to be audible, and it also creates sound in your body to help drown out the extra thoughts, and it creates heat in your body as well. Exhale, bring your hands by your side. Inhale, reach the arms out all the way up, slightly stretching back. Exhale, reaching over, slowly folding forward, allowing your body to undo itself. Inhale, flatten the back, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Step the right the knee to the floor. Open the chest. Raise the arms up. Exhale, bring the palms down. Front foot comes back. Sitting down into child's pose. And inhale, bring that left foot forward between the hands. Open the chest. Stretching out and up. Your hands to the ground. Roll the back toes under. Lift your legs so they're straight. Stepping forward. Release into forward fold. And inhale the arms out all the way up. Exhale, open the palms, dipping forward. Inhale, look forward, flatten the back. Exhale, bend the knees, step the left foot back. Drop it to the floor, opening the chest. Raise your hands to the sky. Exhale, your hands to the floor. Bring that front foot back. You can lift up into downward dog if you would like, or you can go to child's pose. Inhale, bringing that right foot between the hands. Drop the knee to the floor. Open the chest. Reaching out and up. Hands to the ground. Roll the back toe under. Lift the legs to straight. And exhale, easy step forward. Release into forward fold. Inhale, open arms all the way out. Straight up. And hands down. Inhale, open the arms. Looking straight up. Exhale, open the palms and fold forward. Inhale, flatten the back, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step the right foot back, but do not put the leg on the ground. Arch the back, raise the hands. Exhale, both hands to the floor, front foot comes back for downward dog. Inhale, step forward, the right foot between the hands. Open the back. Hands come up. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Bend the legs to straight. And step forward. Exhale, release into forward fold. Inhale the arms out all the way up. Exhale the arms down. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, open the palm, hold directly forward. Look forward, flatten the back. Exhale, bend the knees. Step or jump, back to plank. Lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, open the chest, look forward for upward dog. Exhale, roll the toes, lift the hips for downward dog. Find your posture here. You want straight legs, but roll the hips up, and you're working to press the heels toward the ground. Lengthen the spine. Bicycling those legs out. Most of the weight should be on your feet and hips. Inhale, look forward, flatten the back. Exhale, step or jump. Between the hands, release into a forward fold. And inhale the arms out, all the way up. Then exhale, open the palms to the side. You just come forward to the front of your mat or so you're facing sideways. If you're curious, I'm looking at my mat because this particular yoga mat has alignment lines on it, so I can see exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm obsessed. The link for this mat is in the description box. Okay, so second toe right up underneath your hips. You're going to, it's Tadasana. It's the same thing we just did. All four sides of your feet, flat on the ground. They're right next to each other, in line. Lengthen the spine, shoulders up and back. Hands to your hips. Look upward, slightly stretch back. And exhale, dip from the hips. Coming and folding all the way forward. Rock your weight forward, like over the balls of your feet. If you would like to let go, you can. Release. Fold. Don't forget the Mula Bandha at the pelvic floor, the Uddiyana Bandha at the navel. Squeezing in those two areas. Straightening the legs and lifting the hips. Inhale, flatten the back. This time you're going to come down and put the tops of your hands on the floor like this, right next to your feet. You can stand on your hands if you would like. The traditional way to do it is to stand on your hands, but no. I also like to bring my hands out a little bit forward. This is a wrist stretch as well. Inhale, rolling all the way up. Slightly stretching back. Bring the chin down to the chest to open up the spine. And coming back forward. Good. Step to a wide V. I prefer to have my feet at 45s, but I was a ballet dancer, so you don't have to. Some people find it better to do straight across, but when I do this, it just feels wrong for me, so I'm not going to. So you can either choose to have your feet and hips square forward, or you can choose to go at a lengthy ballet style 45. Hands to your hips, shoulders up and back. With an exhale, you're going to tilt right at the pelvis and allow yourself, to come forward. Reaching for the floor if you can. I'm going to extend my legs because I'm so tall. You don't have to. Exhale, releasing and folding. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, walk your hands toward the left side. Make sure that your weight is still dipped over the front of your legs. Slowly walk yourself over to the other side. those legs straight but not locked. Bring yourself back to center. Exhale, release. And exhale, flatten the back. And then slowly come all the way to standing. Slightly stretching back. From here, squeezing in the Mula Bandha and the Uddiyana Bandha, you're going to go back to standing up straight without wobbling. So, whoa, I just moved the whole mat. Did you see that? The floor shook from underneath me. Crazy. Okay. Let's do some standing balance postures. So find something on the wall to look at, something that's not going to move. We are going to go straight into tree. Okay, so what you're going to do is find the thing to look at, squeeze in the bandhas, rock your way to the leg you would like it on, and with an exhale, bring that foot either to your thigh or to your calf, but not onto your ankle. I mean, don't press it onto your knee. Also, don't talk when you do this. Reach down if you can, grab that foot, bring it above, and then exhale, fold it all the way down. Squeezing in the locks to bring yourself upward and then to come down. Hopefully I'm still connected. I just got a note that it was buffering. Be all right. Finding your balance. Your own breath. You may need to grab a wall or a chair. You may not be able to bend all the way over in this, and that's fine. And exhale, just fold forward to counter these. Coming all the way back up. Let's try. I'm going to do two different things here. Go ahead and go to a wide V. The left foot is going to be facing forward along your mat. The left one is going to be at a 45-degree angle. Your hips are squared forward. Arms are out to the side. And when you find that everything is straight, reach out and exhale. All the way down and opening your body to the side, triangle pose. And after 5 breaths here, you're going to go into half crescent, which is another, it's a half moon. It's another standing balance posture. This leg is going to come up off the ground. But first, make sure that you find your good twist here. 5 full breaths. You reach forward and bring that leg up. Squeezing in to lift yourself back up. Pivot your feet. Find your new triangle pose. Reach out across. Drop the palm down. Open the chest. Gazing straight upward. On your own breath. Reach out before you. Opening that leg and the body to the side. A toaster. Okay, you want to stay parallel. Coming up. So, yoga on an area rug is not a good idea, but the floor is frozen, so we'll work with what we have. Okay, come to the front of the mat. We are going to Vinyasa into downward dog. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, open the palms, folding forward, releasing. Inhale, look forward, flatten the back. Bend the knees, step or jump back to plank. Releasing, coming all the way down. Open the chest, looking forward for upward dog. Exhale, lift the hips for downward dog. Take a moment here to have this posture. Good hamstring stretch. And from here, step forward with the left foot in between the hands. You're going to raise the chest for warrior one. So both of your hips are squared forward. Back leg is straight but not locked. Making sure that your front knee is not over top of your ankle. Pivot that back foot to the floor. Open the chest to the side. Warrior two. You're going to adjust a little. If your knees burn, you can come off of it for a second and then come back down. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Front foot comes back for plank. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, opening the chest, come forward. Exhale, lifting the hips for downward dog. Stepping forward with the right foot. Opening the chest for warrior one. You can raise your hands to the sky if you would like. Just focus on being in this posture if you would like. Bring the leg straight. Pivot the back foot. Hands to the side. And exhale, coming forward. Gaze is over your hands. Thanks. Exhale, bring both palms to the floor. Front foot comes back for plank. Lower yourself down. Open the chest, look forward for upward dog. Exhale, just bend the knees and go back to child's pose. Let's do a shoulder stretch. So you're going to go into a tabletop posture. Walk your hands out to where they're a little bit farther in front of you, to where your chest and belly is exposed. And then I want you just to drop your belly and chest all the way to the floor. You're going to bend your elbows and bring your hands above your head. And you're feeling this in your chest and your shoulders. And then you can even lift the back legs if you would like. Coming forward over your hands. Allow your body to stretch. Lengthening your full body on the mat. We're going to do 3 different sets of upward dog, a Upper dog 1. And exhale, release. This time, press into the floor with your hands. Keeping the shoulders rolled away from the ears. Arch the back, gazing up. Exhale. All the way off the floor to where only your hands and feet are on the floor. And exhale, coming down. Press into the hips and press backwards for child's pose to counter. Coming up, sitting on your heels, hero's pose. Now, for this one, if you have a wall that's near you, it's really helpful. You see me, Brittany? Hopefully. Otherwise, you don't have to. Slowly come up because this will make you lightheaded. We're doing Ustrasana camel pose. Imagine that someone has a belt tied on you and they're pulling you forward. And you're dropping back this way. So with no props, no wall, you can either do it with your feet flat behind you or you can have your toes bent. It's up to you. I usually prefer a point. Okay, so this is one way to do it. Release the neck. Now coming up, drop the chin. Sit forward to counter. Slowly coming back up. And this time, I'm going to reach forward and grab for a wall, if you can. So you can get hurt in this. It's not really one of those things that I necessarily like to do without people around, like without being able to see you. But I'm really tall, so you can get a lot closer. And just from here, press out. Eventually, you'll be working all the way down until where you're in full back bend here. Exhale, release. Pull forward. Reaching forward with your hands and then just sliding down and through. You're flat on the floor. You're going to bend the knees, reach behind you, grab the feet, and pull the legs towards you. With an exhale, you're going to lift up. So imagine you're pulling back above. You're going to press away with your feet and pull in with your hands. Exhale, release. Rock your weight without letting go to one side. Completely opening the body to this side. Breath, you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to take yourself all the way across. And exhale, coming back to center. Pressing back in a child's pose to counter. Stretch it back one way, you need to stretch it back the other. And then again, slide through the hands so you're on the floor. Rolling flat to your back. Bring your feet in. You're going to do 3 wheels or modified bridge as they call it. It's up to you how you want to do it. If you know full back bend, you can go ahead and go right into it right now. Otherwise, first one, you want to get your shoulders underneath you. Just exhale and lift the hips, making sure that the knees are pointed straight upward, your feet are flat on the floor, and you're arching your back. So release to the chest. Dropping the knees back to the ground. If you know full bridge, you can do it again. Otherwise, you can do the one we just did, or you can move forward. Roll your shoulders under, lift the hips, and then you're going to bend your elbows and rest your weight on your hands. Make sure the knees are still pointed toward the ceiling. The hips, pull the knees into the chest. Last time, you can do any of those 3 or the last variation that I'll show you. I like to scoot down a little bit with this one so that I'm already reaching forward and grabbing my ankles, but you're going to lift up and grab your feet. So release, pull the knees to the chest, rock back and forth for a moment. And now I want you to roll into a ball and roll backwards and forwards. Massage the spine, but for 2, you're going to stop when you're seated. So just roll, get some momentum, massage the spine, bring yourself to seated. We're going to do Navasana, which is the boat pose. Come to where you're sitting directly on top of your hip bones. Your back is straight. Put your hands by your side. There's a couple of ways to do it. But you're going to squeeze in the Mula Bandha and the Uddiyana Bandha and just lift up those feet. It should be held here via strength. If you need something to do with your hands, you can put them on the backs of your knees. But making sure that you don't release the spine, right? You're sitting up. If you want to go farther, you can reach forward and grab the backs of the legs. If you fall, allow yourself to fall. Right? So my boat tipped, and I'm going to get my balance back. Well, there it goes again. It's not supposed to do that, but the idea is to use your core to control your boat here. Now what we're going to do is go straight into plow. So you are going to let your boat tip, and then you're going to allow your feet to go behind your head for full plow. Just allow the gravity to pull your feet. Your chin should be away from your chest. If you'd like to walk your elbows underneath you, adjust your shoulders. And from here, lift the feet straight up. Your pencil. Shoulder stand. Exhale, drop the feet back down behind your head. And slowly allow yourself to roll all the way down. Bringing the knees into the chest. From here, bring the left foot down. Lengthen the right leg. Reach up with your chest to grab the right leg. Now the idea here is to keep this leg straight. So if you're like this, you need to come off of it until you can straighten it. And then lean toward it. Release that left foot to straight. Drop the head and shoulders and release any resistance. Bring that knee back up. Drape your knee over. Reaching through and pulling that set of knees in. Foot down. Releasing both legs. Lifting up the left leg to straight. Coming up to grab it. Trying hard to keep it straight. So release. Drop that bottom leg if you would like. So falling down. Bending that right knee. Draping the knees across. My friend calls this the good old football stretch. Reaching through the legs, pulling that knee in. Exhale, release. Pull the knees to the chest. And I want you to massage the spine again and roll yourself all the way till you are seated. You should be able to feel some things in you cracking when you do that. All right? Sit yourself back to where you're mostly already over top of your thighs and your hips are behind you. Flex the feet in front of you. Lengthen the spine. Put your hands by your hips. Straighten the arms. Press into the floor. And drop your chin. So release the posture. Take your hands and just walk yourself down your legs. If you'd like to point, you can. From here, I want you to make sure that your back is straight. In yin yoga, we use the gravity just to let you fall. In vinyasa flow, you want to work on alignment. This is a vinyasa flow, sadhana, yoga, chi. It's all just movements. Movements in alignment with your body and your breath. It doesn't really matter what you call it. Lengthen the spine. Folding forward. Dropping the chin down. If you'd like to try with go back and try pointed feet, you can. And inhale coming up. Bring that right foot in, like on tree posture. Take your palm and twist yourself so that you are directly over top of your knee. When you're ready, you're going to exhale, fold forward over top of this leg. Back up. Press that foot out. And the left foot. Stand so that you are above that knee. Heart to knee. And then folding down. Remember your deep breath. Squeezing in the pelvis and at the pelvic floor. Raising towards your toes. Slowly rolling back up. From here, open both legs into a wide V. Adjust your hips to where you're seated over top. As you can see, I say this every time. I'm already folding forward just by moving my hips. All I did was rotate my hips from this to this, and it's already got me partially bent forward. From here, just exhale. I like to run my hands down and stretch like this because it keeps my back straight. You can walk your hands forward. It doesn't really matter. If you're feeling hip pressure, if you're feeling like you have to really fight this posture, close your legs a little bit. I'm very, very, very tall and naturally very flexible. And I know a lot of the people in our tribe are like 5'5", like nothing, 5 foot. I'm 6 feet tall. So I have to do a huge wide stance or nothing happens to me. Reaching out, breathing in. Leaning up, turning your body over the right leg, reaching down to grab. Just walk your hands out. Back up. Twist the left leg, reaching the hands out. Swing both arms open, where you're reaching both of your feet. Slowly lifting back up. Bring the feet in to where the tops of the feet are touching each other. And again, you might notice that you already start kind of back a little bit. And I don't know how your pelvis twists when you bring your knees in, but you have to reach back and readjust yourself so that your pelvis is tilted. Okay? Grab hold of your ankles. Make sure that you're not opening or sickling your feet. Right? Don't grab hold of your toes is what I mean. Grab the ankles, elbows to the knees, straighten the spine, and with an exhale, push the knees down and fold forward. Breathing deep into it. You release your knees. And allow gravity to hold you down in this posture, Baddha Konasana, bound angle. Slowly pressing. Right knee is under, left knee is over top. So you've got a perfect stack here. And to activate it, all you're going to do is rock your weight forward to where you're pressed over top. Your legs here should be in perfect alignment, knee to foot, foot to knee. You want to make sure that this top foot isn't sickle. You want it to be flat, laid right across. You can flex your feet if you would like. Just lean forward. All the resistance to stop. Just let your body melt into this posture. Rolling back up. Press yourself backwards. Flip the feet around. Get yourself ready. And when you're in position, rock the weight forward. Stretch, flex point, rock them back and forth. When you're ready, come to your comfortable seated posture, one foot behind the other. Hands to your laps, closing your eyes. Drop your chin to your chest. Engage Dirghaswasam, the deep three-part breath. You can let go of the Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. You don't need to hold the locks anymore. You're going to visualize with your mind's eye, breathing in prana. It's blue. It's the energy life force, and you're breathing it in through your nose. And you're breathing it into empty lungs, so the bottom of your lungs get filled up first. With the same breath, the center of your lungs, with the last bit of your breath, the very top of your lungs get filled. And then exhale, visualizing the air coming out of your body, a big blue healing light stream from the top, and then the center from the bottom of your lungs. Inhale, filling up from the bottom, center, in the top, and exhale, release from the top to the center, squeezing out the bottom. Repeat again for 5 breaths. Bring your right hand up, extend your thumb and your ring finger. Place the ring finger on your left nostril. Inhale through the right, your chakras, closing off the right, through the left. Inhale through the left. Close it up and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close it off. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close it off. Exhale through the right. And continue this pattern on your own breath for 10 breaths. It's important to visualize the prana coming in and out of your body like a chakra pipe cleaner. Your last breath. Gain a deep, consistent breath. Keeping that breath calm and collected. Use your hands to find your way to the floor. Laying flat on your back. Palms to the sky. We're going to do Yoga Nidra, the yogic sleep. Closing your eyes. And I want you to focus all of your energy on the right foot all the way up to the left. The right foot all the way to the foot to hip. Contract, flex that entire area. Pulling out any last bit of tension. And exhale, release it flat into the floor and commit that part of your body to this area for 10 minutes. Your focus to the left foot, goes to the hips, flex and contract, pulling out any last bit of muscles. Get it out of that spot and exhale all the way into the ground. Bring all your focus to your torso, from your pelvis all the way to your squeeze and contract your entire midsection. Pulling in any last bit of tension. A full torso contraction. Exhale, release. Into the floor. Let any tension go. Bring your focus to your right hand to shoulder. Squeezing in, full flexion. Getting out any last bit of tension. Releasing it to the ground. Moving into your left hand and left hand to shoulder. Squeezing it in, full contraction. Into the ground. There's a neck. Full contract, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, release. And lastly, your face. Contracting any around. Scalp, eyebrows. Full contraction of the face. And then exhale, release, and allow your to be committed into this posture for for the next 5 to 10 minutes. Allow your mind to wander. On your beach. For you. Hear the sounds of the water. Can you hear birds in the air? Take a look at the water. What does it look like? Is it choppy? Is it smooth? Is it a consistent tide going in and out? Really take a good assessment of what that water looks like, and consider that the water, when we're talking about spirituality, is your emotions and the amount of balance that you have within your emotions for that day. So if you notice it's calm and a nice steady flow, then you've accurately set up your mind frame for the day. If it's choppy, then I want you to go out onto the water in a boat and mentally calm yourself until the water calms down. You may have to do this a couple of times throughout the day to continuously calm the waters of your mind. Look around, see if you can find your little treasure chest. You may have a note or something for the day in it. You could also look around there. You might see a bird that delivers a message to you. Delivers the message. It comes in a little envelope on their foot. And read what it says. Slowly begin to bring awareness to your surroundings. You're deciding how the day is going to go. You've calmed your mind to a state of well-being. You're committing to stay there for the rest of the day. Bring your mind's awareness. Slowly begin to bring life back to your feet and hands, wiggling them around. Move your body around until you can roll to one side. Give yourself a moment to wake up here. Pressing into the floor. Taking one final deep breath. Exhale, and now we're going to rattle our pineal glands with one big solid Om, pronounced A-U-M. Inhale.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. All right. Hopefully the connection wasn't too unstable. Rebecca, text me on Facebook and let me know if that was buffering the whole time. Okay, because I can't see it from my end. Let me know, okay? I'll see you guys soon.